they worked, and it was some crazy work. And just with him and Devin working, it was crazy, entertaining work at that particular time.
Nah, he just keeps saying my name to the public. This is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. Now people getting to see what I done been saying from the jump. Like I'm that guy. I'm that good. None of these fighters could beat me. And if you sign up to fight me, good luck.
Floyd Mayweather speaks out as work in the gym unfolded, with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney displaying comparable class, firing hard shots and returning fire with equal sharpness from bell to bell. Floyd Mayweather reflected on Devin Haney sharing the ring with Shakur Stevenson and described the work as intense and high level. He praised the ability, sharpness, and overall performance both fighters displayed during the session.
He can do crazy numbers. It's going to be hard to break my record because you have so many people stealing. You know, so many people stealing.
Streaming, yeah.
Yeah, streaming. It's still stealing. If they're not paying for it and they're getting it free.
Tension rose when Floyd directed sharp criticism at Bill Haney, arguing that Devin's reputation for dominance in sparring had not translated into the same level of proof under the bright lights on fight night.
Sparring shit, nigga, you beat niggas up in sparring. I didn't watch you beat niggas up. And when my son got down on you, you dig what I'm saying? You act like, you tell us,
Bill,
no, you tell us, no, you tell us.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm the under the light type fighter.
That don't lie.
Shakur Stevenson sided with Floyd Mayweather's critique of Devin Haney, signaling that he isn't afraid to address the drama and disputes surrounding controversial fight arrangements. He agreed with Floyd's point that Haney's approach overlooked the bigger picture and the sport's hierarchy, making it clear that he is paying close attention and won't remain silent on issues affecting boxing's integrity. Stevenson has also clarified that any potential fight at 147 pounds would include strict post-weigh-in weight limits.
To 147, I'm coming in with rehydration clauses. I don't even do that. But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound rehydration. Like the IBF rule, basically.
You got to understand, that means on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're going to be 157, maybe 158.
Max.
No bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF rule, 10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys gonna get up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
So if I'm 140, they 170. Bro, I'm not, what am I in here wrestling around with these?
Right.
Come on, bro.
Shakur also made it known he was ready for any opponent willing to step up, signaling that no contender in the sport would be turned away.
The public, this is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together, 2 days before the fight, now he's sick. He poisoned, somebody massaged him and did something to him. I don't know, all this shit that he kept talking about, but I'm just like showing y'all like what type of person I am. I be bugging like, but I know my wrongs. Like I understand, that's why now I gotta like understand it's a business and not just get talked into doing things when it come down to like the public.
Confidence radiated from Shakur as he made it clear he believed the entire field fell short of his level, while still leaving the door open for anyone brave enough to step forward and attempt to prove him wrong.
Picasso performance, that this was a Floyd Mayweather-esque performance. What do you take when you hear those comparisons?
It's good to hear. It's good to hear because a lot of people don't realize how great I am. I've been told them this. It's like you got to keep saying it over and over, and it's like, as I'm saying, it's like I'm wasting my breath because it's like people like, no, you know, oh, fight this guy. Oh, you won't do this to Teofimo Lopez. You won't da-da-da-da. It's a video of like me and when me and Cameron was going back and forth, he said something like, oh, take yourself up to 140 and fight Teofimo Lopez so he can knock your head off. And now it's like I did it, and like I said, now people getting to see what I done been saying from the jump. Like I'm that guy. I'm that good. None of these fighters could beat me. And if you sign up to fight me, good luck.
Mickey Bey offered a measured take on a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney fight, focusing on practical advantages rather than hype. He noted that Haney could move up in weight comfortably and handle the big stage pressure thanks to his experience. Bey pointed out that size is the main factor Devin might have to navigate, since Shakur is naturally smaller but extremely fast and precise. That speed, Bey explained, could actually play into Haney's favor, as smaller fighters often depend more on movement than raw power.
So it's like maybe something that Devin can definitely go out up there with ease, only need to deal with the size, but he's probably going to have the speed advantage because he's a smaller guy coming up. So, I mean, you tell me, do you feel like that's going to be harder than the Lomachenko fight?
No. I think Loma probably be his hardest top 2 or 3 fights in his whole career. I could predict that even going to the end, you know, to say if Devin fight 8, 9, 10 more years, that'd be one of his top 2 or 3 hardest fights because the age that he fought him. Loma was at his very peak. He was at his peak. He was older. He was right there at his top peak.
Dan Rafael broke down Shakur Stevenson's performance by emphasizing the sharp technical edge and control he displayed throughout the fight. From the opening moments, it was apparent that Stevenson dictated the pace and rhythm, steadily separating himself from his opponent. What some anticipated to be a tight, competitive contest instead unfolded as a clear showcase of superiority, with Stevenson excelling in every phase. His clean offense, disciplined defense, constant movement, and authoritative jab combined to create a performance that left little ambiguity about who was in charge from start to finish.
In my mind, I always felt like Shakur was going to win, and it was going to probably be a pretty comprehensive decision. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be, maybe it'll be 8-4, maybe it'll be 9-3, maybe the rounds will be somewhat competitive, but Shakur will win them because he's, as I said at the time, I felt like in every department he was probably a little better than Teofimo, except maybe for the pure punching power. But I thought that was negated because I don't think that either one of them is a big puncher at 140 pounds. But it turned out that the rounds weren't even competitive. So, you can have a fight where the score could be, that wide, but you look at each individual segment of the fight and you're like, okay, there was competition. This wasn't like that. This was Shakur easily winning.
Rafael highlighted Stevenson's remarkable composure, noting that even when his opponent tried to mount a comeback, Shakur remained in full control through precise punches and smart ring positioning. He pointed out that traditional notions of power were largely irrelevant, as Stevenson neutralized threats while landing clean, decisive shots and limiting his opponent's opportunities. The breakdown underscored how Stevenson combined timing, accuracy, and ring IQ to dominate without relying solely on brute strength. Rafael concluded that the performance was more than a win. It was a statement, demonstrating preparation, strategy, and technical mastery that solidified Stevenson's standing as one of the division's most skilled and accomplished fighters.
That, it wasn't even close. There was never a moment in, other than that 1 or 2 rounds where you had to even think about who was the winner, because it's so very clear that Shakur was doing it on offense, doing it on defense, with movement, with his jab was spectacular. He actually, to me, the conventional wisdom is he's the bigger puncher, Teofimo, than Shakur. No, he wasn't. Teofimo never landed a telling shot the whole freaking fight, and he never had shown any kind of serious punching power at 140 since he arrived in the division, other than the first bout in the division where he scored a knockout over a journeyman opponent.
The way I watched it, I was just not in awe, but when you're watching something and go, I think the consensus was that Shakur would outbox, and I think people get confused when we say to outbox the opponent. People associate with back foot move.
No.
Bernie Thaw Boxer also looked at a possible meeting between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and focused on what Shakur had already built in the sport. He pointed to a championship run that stretched across 4 divisions, along with lineal honors and multiple Ring Magazine titles, describing a resume shaped by consistency and control at the highest level. In his view, those achievements underlined more than talent. They showed a fighter who adjusted to different styles, managed new challenges, and still found ways to win. That track record, Bernie explained, made Stevenson a difficult puzzle for any opponent placed across from him.
They have some words, but Shakur Stevenson said, I want to put that same rehydration clause you put on Chris Eubank. Tell me, what did you get out of that moment in the ring?
Well, I heard on the press conference where I think it was his manager said that you know, that was a clown move, but I think Shakur invited that, you know. I don't even know if I would have said all that about kind of being right then, you know, but I think he really wants that fight. He really wants the money for the fight. You know, he been saying that. And now he came through victorious. You know, I think he really wants that money for that fight. He wants the money for the fight. And
Shawn Porter believes a matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney will be razor close and packed with drama. The speed, awareness, and technical sharpness on both sides made separating them extremely difficult. He pictured a rapid chess battle where reactions and decision-making would matter just as much as combinations, with each fighter ready to exploit the smallest mistake. The contest would swing repeatedly, highlighting elite craft and tactical brilliance while keeping fans in suspense from start to finish.
I don't know who I see beating Shakur Stevenson.
Right?
I really don't know who I see beating him.
It's good.
The thing with that is it's an amazing fight because both guys are very quick, very intuitive, and very fast and sharp. I do lean with. I'm not even gonna pick a winner in that because this is my first time playing it in my head, and I just see it. It's just so back and forth, and it's that fast chess that we always talk about, and it's that fast chess, which it's gonna be slick.
What wins a fast chess match? What makes a difference?
Who's fastest?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's who's fastest, and it's also not just who's fastest with the hands, but also mentally to make that setup in that second move. Both guys have the ability to do it, you know, so it's just, I think that fight really is just a matter of who's able to set up and capitalize the fastest. That's a fantastic fight.
Shawn Porter expressed excitement about the fight and believes it's likely to happen. He thinks that if Shakur Stevenson focuses on taking on top opponents rather than chasing belts, it will be a real blessing for boxing. Porter emphasized Stevenson would be fulfilling the purpose he turned pro for, setting up the big, high-profile matchups fans have been waiting to see.
Do you think we see it?
Love to see that.
Yeah, but do you think? I think so. I think we get it at maybe 140.
I'm not rushing that fight, and I don't think we get it at 140. I think if we get it at 135.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Shakur. Maybe Shakur's got, I don't know, maybe a couple fights, if not less than that, at 130. And then I think a blessing for us will be Shakur going after fighters, not going after belts, not going after a championship title, but going after belts, or excuse me, going after fighters. If he decides to go after fighters because it's getting him everything that he really did turn pro to get.
Aide Oladipo assessed Shakur Stevenson's current place in boxing, noting both his prominence and the hurdles he faces with sanctioning bodies. Stevenson has emerged as one of the sport's top names, showing the ability to move up in weight while also planning a return to 135 pounds. This versatility and self-assurance create added pressure on organizations like the WBC, which must balance internal disputes alongside managing high-profile fighters like Stevenson.
All right, Shakur Stevenson blast WBC and responds to being stripped of a 135-pound title. This is a bit wild. It's a bit wild, and the reason it's a bit wild, so many different reasons actually, but one of the biggest reasons is that Shakur has always said, I want to go up to fight Tio, but I want to come back down to 135. So basically, he's almost telling the WBC, let me go up there, I will come back down. And with what the WBC are going through right now, and this battle with Zuffa, where, you know, they've got some real big players and power over there, and they're saying F the belts, and WBC are fighting, saying none of the belts mean stuff. The last thing you want to do is have a public spat, a public back and forth with one of the biggest names in boxing right now. Now, Shakur Stevenson is one of the biggest names in boxing. And the thing about Shakur as well, you piss him off, this guy will go straight to social media and make it known that he's pissed off, and that's what he's done.
Oladipo noted that Shakur Stevenson has publicly voiced frustration with the WBC over a $100,000 sanctioning fee, making it clear on social media that he disagreed with their demand. Despite these bureaucratic challenges, Stevenson's status as a high-profile athlete allows him to shape the conversation in the sport. His willingness to speak out, challenge expectations, and consistently perform at an elite level reinforces his influence and cements his position among boxing's most respected figures.
As though the WBC belt was on the line. Does that make sense? Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to find it and read it out to so I'm not paraphrasing, because this is quite important, and I think it's a joke. I think it's a joke. I really do. All right. Okay, yeah. All right, rule 7.3, I'm going to put this on the screen as well. It says, in the event that a WBC champion competes in any belt in which his WBC title is not at stake, the champion is obligated to pay the WBC 50% of the WB sanctioning fee payable as if the belt were a title defense. What? What are we doing? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, this is different to Terence Crawford. A lot of you kind of didn't agree with my take on Crawford's and
Shakur also got a little backlash from fans that he might be ducking Devin Haney. However, a lot of boxing fans admit that Shakur isn't dodging Devin Haney, but is instead pursuing more significant challenges. Reports indicate he has explored a potential matchup with Conor Benn, signaling a focus on high-profile, career-defining fights rather than simply postponing contests. This approach has sparked debate among fans and analysts, with some praising his ambition and others questioning the timing of his decisions.
Okay, let's talk about this Shakur and the Conor Benn thing. Shakur's been getting a lot of flack because fans feel like that Shakur is ducking Devin Haney. How do I feel about Shakur ducking Devin Haney? I don't think it's true. I don't think it's a thing. Shakur said he's going to go up, put a rehydration clause on a man to fight him. Is Devin Haney going to take a rehydration clause to fight? If not, I don't think so. So why are we even having the debate about him fighting Devin? It's not like he's fighting a champion to get a random accolade like a belt or something, you know? So it's really irrelevant to even bring up why Shakur is not fighting Devin. He's fighting Conor Benn because he feels like he needs to fight Conor Benn because he disrespected him or whatever the case may be. It's really nothing to it. Fans are trying to put Devin and Shakur against each other. I would love to see the fight, but it's whatever.
However, ongoing delays surrounding a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney fight indicate Shakur could be intentionally avoiding the matchup. Each time talks appear to move forward, new hurdles emerge, blocking any final agreement. These repeated setbacks have sparked speculation despite widespread fan interest and demand from the boxing community. Shakur's apparent reluctance has generated frustration and doubt, or remain postponed indefinitely.
I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but like Shakur is literally fearing Devin Haney. Because like every time like you go on a Shakur interview and every time he's mentioned to fight Devin Haney, like let's talk about the first time. Like the first time that Shakur was asked to fight Devin, like basically Shakur was just like, well, I think it was Cigar Talk, like he was on an interview with Cigar Talk, like basically the first time they asked him like, oh, would you fight Devin Haney? And Shakur was like, yeah, I would love to fight Devin, but I'm not moving up to 147. And he basically said that Devin Haney would have to move back down to 140, which we all know Devin is not moving back down to 140. And definitely ain't going back to 135 because he was just killing himself to make the lower weight classes that he was at. Like 135, like he was extremely killing himself. Like look at him in the George Kambosos fight.
Keyshawn Davis views a fight with Devin Haney as an opportunity to pursue both belts and his legacy. With the possibility of Haney vacating titles, Davis sees a chance to step in and make a statement. While he respects Haney's experience, he believes his own youth, hunger, and skill give him an edge.
I'm trying to get this world title, man. I heard that light-skinned kid might vacate them belts, so we just trying to get to them jumps, you know what I'm saying?
Is that a fight? Well, as far as Anthony Yiga goes, what does he bring to the table that can make this a difficult fight?
He's a southpaw. I never fought a southpaw in pros yet. This is a 10-round fight, so I feel like if I was him, I feel like he probably gonna try to drown me. I think he's gonna try to come out fast, pressure me, you know what I'm saying, just try to drown me, you know what I'm saying, because I've never been 10 rounds, and I think that's probably his only way he feel like he can just make something happen, you know what I'm saying, because he know he don't got the skill over me, he know I'm the younger fighter, and he know he has the experience over me. So, you know, why not try to drown the younger fighter? You know what I'm saying?
Do you watch tape on the opponents or you just adjust on the fly?
Oh, I'm a businessman. I study.
That's all we have from today's video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos.